This story is part of the Cardinal and Dove series, After the Mountain, a collection based on Jesus' teachings from the Sermon on the Mount. This is love beyond comfort, loving your enemies. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to love the people who treat you well? But then there are those other people, the ones who have hurt you, misunderstood you, or just seem to be against you. Feeling anything like love toward them feels almost impossible. As Jesus sat on that mountainside, he didn't shy away from this struggle. He looked at the crowd and said, "But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you." Matthew 5:44. If we're being honest, those words go against every instinct we have. It's easy to be kind when someone is kind back, but when someone causes us pain, our hearts naturally want to pull back, build a wall, or even push back. Jesus isn't ignoring how hard this is. He's also not saying that what they did was okay or that it didn't hurt. Instead, he's inviting us to a higher way of living, one where our response isn't decided by the person who hurt us, but by the God who loves us. Loving an enemy means choosing not to let bitterness take the wheel. It means remembering that every person, no matter how they've acted, is someone seen and known by God. And this is where grace meets us. This kind of love doesn't come from our own willpower. It's a love that grows from what we've already received. Through Jesus, you have been loved in a way you didn't earn. The Father loved you when you were far from Him, when you didn't understand His heart, and when you had nothing to give in return. When that truth really starts to settle into your soul, it changes how you see the people around you. You're no longer limited to loving only what's easy. You begin to love from the abundance God has given you. You find the strength to pray for someone instead of just pushing them away. The Sermon on the Mount reminds us that a life of faith isn't about trying harder to be nice. It's about depending on grace. It's a life where love isn't measured by what someone deserves, but by the love God has already poured into us. What if love isn't meant to stop with the people who love us back? What if, even in the hardest relationships, you're being invited to reflect the heart of your Father? Today, try to love beyond what feels natural. Let God be the one who shapes your heart. This story comes from Matthew chapter 5, where Jesus spoke to ordinary people, people with questions, struggles, and everyday lives. His words were not meant to feel distant or out of reach. They were meant to be heard, understood, and lived. If this story was meaningful to you, we invite you to like and subscribe so you can continue walking with us through the After the Mountain series by the Cardinal and Dove. We're glad you're here.